eternal rising, escaping the maze, whichever lies you know me as. May it be a glorious rise. This is the first day in a long time where there is no rain. There is no rain. And because there is no rain, I am feeling very good. Very, very good. It's a sunny day. Yesterday I was able to get over 20K steps, even in the rain, keeping my yearly average exponentially higher than the goal. Keeping my yearly average higher than the goal. Very happy about that. But now today is a new day, and I must once again conquest and achieve my goal. What it is, Angela? What's happening with you, Brody? I think this live stream here might get a little bit of steam. I ain't gonna lie to you. No, tell me. I ain't have a chance to check the Discord yet this morning. Little Brody, what you had said. Damn, hold up. What's going on today? What's going on? Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't care what nobody say. I know it's a whole bunch of people who say it's not human milk, it's cow's milk. So what, nigga? Cow's milk is really something that we really need. It's very much important. But it is the only thing. We don't really need the beef. A lot of people say, oh, you need beef to get the androgen receptors firing off. You need proper training to keep the androgen receptors firing off in the right way. You need sunlight. You need genes. You feel me? That's what you need. You see how I'm living out here. You see every cycle of workouts, you see a nigga come back here, muscles more fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat none of that. I don't even eat chicken, bro. I don't eat chicken, bro. I eat a little bit of salmon. I drank a little bit of some milk. I have my oats. I have my eggs. Only 4. My water with amino acids and electrolytes. You know what I mean? My beans, my quinoa, avocados, you know what I'm saying? I'm eating right. That's why a lot of people in ancient times didn't want to kill the cow and you're probably absolutely right, bro. You're probably absolutely right. I ain't gonna lie to you. See, with the modern day consumerism and the fact that everything is a commercial now, we lose a lot of this observational wisdom, which observational wisdom is what has got humanity this far. We can't lose observational wisdom. See, we are intelligent, sentient beings. This observational wisdom is what we need to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful time to be alive. We about to have breakfast, but today, for the first time, we not in a super rush. We not at all in a super rush. We really vibing, you know what I'm saying? But we about to get this breakfast in our system, get the day started. Y'all see we done ballooned to 142 subscribers. I'm looking forward to chasing that new goal of the month, which is 175 is this month's goal. You feel me? You feel me? Which would mean just in this month of January, we jumped 75% as a channel. If we do that, it's early off. It's early in the month. I feel like we can do that. I feel like we can do that fast enough to try to make 100 the goal and try to say just in this month of January, we jumped 100%. That would be beautiful. Hey, you got a great mind. It's some things that come to us when we're not in a distracted place, when we focus, when we locked in. We just become a magnet to the things that come out of being focused and being locked in. And that's a beautiful thing to recognize. A lot of people being dehydrated, then they found out the cow helped them hydrate, and it was like magic to them. See, the milk is way more hydrational than water, period. It has the electrolytes and everything, Listen, if you ever say you have a long workout, a strong, hard workout, and then you start cramping up, you can drink a bunch of water. It's gonna take a long time. You're gonna have to add some other things with the water. But if you drink milk, that cramping is gonna stop. It's gonna stop at a quick speed. I'm feeling real cut up at this weight right here. At this 204.5, 205. I'm feeling real cut up. My goal for the next 75 days is to work my way up to 209 pounds. Um, I feel like I'm gonna be able to do so quite easily because this core body, everything about me is just building. I'm just building my muscles. I'm getting stronger and stronger every day. So I think at 209 by the end of 75 days, I'll be able to, I'll be able to be very fit and cut at 209. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Definitely subscribe, put on the post notifications if you want to see somebody transform this year. All natural gains. All natural gains, all natural vibes and energy. Trust me, it's not just about the workouts. It's about the energy you bring into every day. It's about the mindset you bring into every day. That's what'll really let your body expand. Growth expands out this mug. Shit crazy. Shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy. They don't have to, after I seen your transformation. I told you, bro. You see it. You see it. You can really see it in the skin. People be looking paled out and dried out when they eat all that meat. For real. When you come off that and you get on that low homocysteine, your skin will really start to shine its true complexion. Your muscles will look more full. Everything is like, you start to really realize that, damn, bro, I've been playing myself. I've been really playing myself. Another thing I can say is I ain't had no headaches, no migraines, no nothing like that. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling great. Putting in my work, putting in my training, and it's gonna stay like that. It's gonna stay like that. 2026 is gonna be a great year. That's what I've been saying. That's what I'm gonna keep saying. We locked and loaded, and we golden. You know what I'm saying? We golden and we locked and loaded. Look at that. Hey, 2026, this is for everybody who the last few years, they talk about who said like, oh, where your abs at? Nigga, for the majority of my life having celiac, I could not train my stomach because I would get unbearable small intestinal cramps. This year, I am going to show y'all what it's like when you put in real dedicated core training. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna grow in weight, and the ab definition is only gonna grow with me as I grow in weight. I'm gonna show y'all by 3 months, 6 months into this year. I'm gonna show y'all what your abs supposed to look like. That's what I'm gonna show you for real. Yeah, bro. Get that red meat out your system. Also, low homocysteine diet versus high homocysteine diet, red meats, things of that nature. That high homocysteine lifestyle it leads to dementia. Among many other bad things. So you gotta really consider yourself to the top. You know what I mean? And do what's the best for you, because what's the best for you is always what's gonna take you to your happy place, in your happy space. And yeah, and also we gotta thank karma. See, I feel like we live in a world where I want to say some things, but I ain't gonna. Should I say? We live in a world where people get karma misconstrued because people just think karma is just person to person, but in reality, oh wait, let me let Bay know I made it home. Yeah, but in reality, karma is deeper than just person to person, because at the end of the day, how you'll just treat your environment is going to be how you'll treat another person in the long run anyways. People got to recognize that. How you'll treat your environment is how you'll treat other people, especially your living environment. Whew, that's a fact. It's also, people don't understand, even when it comes to the eating of meats, that was a part of the fall. Before the fall, it wasn't even no eating of meats. And then after the fall, it was only recommended to eat meats sparingly and in low amounts. You feel me? You gotta recognize, see, we are land mammals. We're mammals. I'm not necessarily trying to eat another mammal. We're too alike genetically. It's very close to cannibalism in a way. But I'll eat a little bit of salmon. I ain't no fish, nigga. You dig me? I eat a little bit of salmon. I still don't go crazy with the salmon. I eat a little bit of salmon. You feel me? We got all of these beautiful proteins around us. Milk protein. We got the oats. We got the quinoa. You know what I mean? We got the eggs. Go ahead and hit that up. Go ahead and hit that up. And if you're still not getting the protein you need, chances are, if you can't utilize those things in a small amount of salmon to get the amount of protein that you need, chances are you're too heavy. Chances are. Because see, like, for example, if I was like 250, 260, it would be a little challenging. I would have to throw in a protein shake. But see, the thing is, the reality about throwing in that protein shake, I really just might as well throw in some more milk. That's really all I might as well do. Man, I don't eat too much of the salmon. I eat a little bit of salmon. I think about 4 ounces a day. Not even. 3 to 4 ounces a day, pretty much, what I eat. Sometimes 2.5. That's it. Compared to what niggas used to do with that meat, niggas used to eat pounds of meat. You know? And maybe in the future, I might not. The reason why I eat the salmon every day right now is because the omega-3s and the healthy fats, and the fact that it has B6, with that whole combination that the salmon brings to the plate, it actually does a good job at keeping your homocysteine levels low. That's the reason why I eat the salmon every day. Because shit, if it's gonna help keep my homocysteine levels low, give me the proteins, the B vitamins, and the omega-3s, so be it. Absolutely, and that definitely goes hand in hand with your nature, because yeah, I've been a lot calmer. I've been way calmer. I mean, I guess not having punctured arteries that's continuously pulling from my calcium deposits to fill them up is going to make me relax into my harmonious homeostasis, compared to what I was doing, which was having them damn arteries punctured 24/7 because of high homocysteine. You know what I mean? So yeah, it definitely changes your mental. Like, I'll be honest with you, because melanated people are quicker to be affected by a high homocysteine, especially melanated people in the Americas. That's what we've done the study on. We need to quit drinking, we need to quit smoking, and we need to participate in these low homocysteine lifestyles with eating less chicken, eating less meat in general, and finding our other healthy sources of protein. Now, unfortunately, supposedly a lot of black people in America are lactose intolerant. That makes it a little tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. That makes it a little tough. But however, how many of y'all in y'all healthy weight range are above 200 pounds? Not many. For the person who's not supposed to be above 200 pounds, like for example, if you a melanated American and you like 5'8", my nigga, you supposed to be like 175 maybe on your absolute buffest. You know what I mean? So say you 160, 5'8", 160, 165, which is more healthy for you, right? You only need, I think 120. Let's see, 16. We got 80%, which is what, eight out of 10, and then we got 5, so it's gonna be 4 out of 5. That's one. Yeah, you need about 8 plus 4, 120. You only need about 125 grams of protein. Like, you don't even need the milk for that. You don't even need the milk for that. Quinoa it out. If you are in that predicament where you are melanated in America, you weigh about 160. Man, yo, ancient oats and quinoa. Go ahead and get you some almond milk. Have some nuts of your choice on deck. Find out about your nuts. If you're a woman, find more estrogenic nuts. If you're a man, find more testosteronic nuts. However, when you find your nuts, be aware that if you're eating Brazil nuts, only eat 2 a day, and then find your other nuts as well. Because Brazil nuts are so high in selenium that you will give yourself selenium poisoning if you're eating too many of them. And selenium poisoning is very toxic, so don't go through that. Cashews, I'm not sure. I haven't done my studies on cashews. Which hormone it produces. But find out which hormone the nut produces or induces. Yeah, I mean. But when you find out which hormone, utilize that. That's if you lactose intolerant. Use more nuts. Even if you're not lactose intolerant, like me personally, by the end of this month, I'm gonna start utilizing more nuts. Now, make sure if you have celiac like me and Gabe, make sure when you get your nuts, you get nuts that are celiac friendly, gluten free, not produced in a facility with wheat, things of that nature. And not only that, cut out, if you care about your veins, your arteries, your heart health, you gotta cut out gluten anyways. You gotta cut out bread, you gotta cut out smoking, you gotta cut out drinking. You gotta cut these things out. These are some of the worst things for your heart. To be honest, I think, see, melanated America, man, woman, child, y'all need to let me be your dietitian. I ain't gonna lie to you. It produces testosterone, amen. Cashews, get them cashews. But y'all need to let me be your dietitian. I'm not gonna cap to you, because the reality is all of the problems that Black America is having, including the violence with one another, the short tempers with one another, stuff of that nature, all of these problems are due to not having education on the diet that holds us at our right place. That's the reality. It's all dietary issues. And I can help y'all niggas out. And here goes another thing. Think about it, my niggas. If y'all stop buying gluten products, y'all would stop eating out so frequently. If y'all stopped drinking and smoking, do you know that the average Black household, the average, will probably save an extra 30 bands a year? Go ahead and now let's do this. Let's do this for a year. Let's just do this for a year, right? And let's put what we save, let's come together as a community. Make a community of people who want to live by these higher standards and really push ourselves forward so we can stay on this planet. Because I hate to break it to y'all folks, the Africans call us white, other people in America call us Black, and the Africans don't like the whites, and other people in America don't like the Blacks. That's where we at right now. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. Let's get it together so we can sustain. You feel me? So we got to figure ourselves out. And when we figure ourselves out, let's make a pot, because it just shows that you're willing to do that. It just shows that you're willing to do what it takes to better yourself. So if we all letting people do that, boom, put that in the pot, man, and then let's figure out what we're gonna construct and how we're gonna invest that money. You feel me? And let's do something for real. Because at this point, it's crazy. Like I keep hearing people talk about, like amongst, melanated Americans, we either talking about the motherland or we all the way cooned out. And it's just like, here goes the thing, man. Look around. Yeah, you don't want to look around in your communities because what's going on amongst your own people is atrocities. We have to find the root causes. We have to find the root causes. The diet isn't working for us. You ever heard you are what you eat? What we eat ain't working for us. That's what you gotta figure. Shit ain't working. Let's figure this shit out. I figured this shit out, but is you gonna listen to me? Oh, addiction is a motherfucker, so I get it. A lot of people's excuse is gonna be they addicted. Well, here's the thing about it. Addiction has a trade-off experience. You need to get your black ass to work. And I mean 24/7. Life is about works. I'm off. I was off yesterday. I was off today. I've been putting work in. I've been working the whole time. Even this right here, this is work. This is work. Why you think the channel growing? I want polygamy, but to be honest, I really want the other woman for the one girl I truly want. You see what I'm saying? That's the reality. The reality is we could even be monogamous. However, our black queens, a lot of y'all gotta, y'all supposed to listen, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Melanated America is given 12 tribes. It's given tribe of Judah. If we looking at everything straight, it's given tribe of Judah. You the glory amongst the crop. You just have to crop. You just have to give yourself the right nutrients. You have to put the right stuff with the glorious seed for it to sprout into its beauty. When you sprout into what you're supposed to be, I bet you can keep a nigga monogamous. I bet you can. But if you're not trying to be your best self, how can you expect, and vice versa? That's lit. Keep working. Keep hitting that up. Keep hitting that door there. Ooh, today my gym session is going to be heavy bag. Oh, I'm going to be mainly just tapping that thing. It's going to be mainly footwork and putting some, nice taps on that bag. Because I ain't going to lie to you, my biceps, my bacceps, my biceps is a bit sore. But we in motion with it though. Like I can still, put it on somebody if I needed to easily. Like we not in a high cortisol state. We in a growth state for sure though. We definitely in a growth state, I ain't gonna lie. I hit my workouts the right way. The right way. See, man, I be like, I don't know what it is, but I be feeling like as soon as after a workout, I just be feeling like I already see the improvement. I be feeling like that. Be feeling like I already see the improvement. Like I'm really there with it. Boom, near with it. Yeah. 2 times a day. But here's the thing. My first time, my first workout is just 45 minutes of walking outside. It's really more so to make sure I'm getting the sunlight and I'm getting the movement outside to bring in the oxygen, things of that nature. I could count this little shadow boxing, but I don't. But I'm doing 1 workout in the gym per day, in the gym, and then 45 minutes of outdoor walking. That's what it is. Now that outdoor walking will progress to some days jogging, some days running. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, nah, we ain't prepping for World War III yet. Not yet. to be honest, my body doesn't need that yet. My body does not need that for it to grow yet. By the time, when my body needs that to grow, to be honest, I believe I'm gonna be in a place in life where I'll have the time to do that. And when it's time to do that, I'll do that. If it's ever time to do that. The thing about me is, I don't have to overcompensate anything because I have really good genetics. And to be honest with you, like I said, I talk about healthy weights and things of that nature. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sitting here at 6'3", I'm 6'3", but I might be, to be at the same time, that wasn't an official measurement, and the other person who got an official measurement basically told me that the measurement put him lower than what his official measurement was. So I'm 6'3" or 6'4". At this height that I'm at, how much should I weigh? What would you say is my optimum weight? Yeah, I mean, that's what we gotta really think. What is the optimal weight at this height? Because see, a lot of people go ahead and get bigger than their optimal weight, but it's like, that's just show. That's just for show. It's not for effectiveness, things of that nature. I think my optimum weight probably is what, like 218 to 225 range. If I'm 6'3", if I'm 6'4", I can say 232. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I really think I'm gonna be able to carry into that without ever having to really do the two-a-days. I don't think I'm gonna need to do the two-a-days. I'm gonna be keeping 1,000. I don't think I'm gonna need to do the two-a-days. What I'm gonna do when I evolve my training is I might change my splits. You know what I mean? But the reality is, I don't think I'm gonna need to do two-a-days. I have really good genetics. I done got up to most of this weight with just push-ups and squats and shit, body weight. Now I'm hitting the weights. Hitting this weights is gonna take me to 215, 218, like quick and easy. And just switching up my variations of how I hit the weights is gonna allow me to get into the 220s pretty easily, I ain't gonna lie. So the reality is, I don't need to get bigger than that. It's no reason, honestly, it's no reason to get bigger than that. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, that's where I'm gonna get to, and then it's just gonna be about, continuing to work and get strength gains and get my full recovery continuously. Now, if doing that process just naturally brings me to bigger than that, then so be it. So be it. But it's not gonna be a goal of mine. You feel me? I'm already a solid nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. My list is already really strong. To be honest with you, by the end of this year, my list will probably all be at a place where I say, hey, look, man, if this is the most I could ever lift, I'm comfortable. However, them lifts is gonna go up. Why? Because it's just me. It's just me. What it is, bro. But yeah, what would you say at my height? What would you say? If I'm either 6'3" or 6'4", what's my optimal weight, Brody? Cause I'm like, the way I'm looking at it, the way I'm feeling, it's like I don't really have miles to go. I don't have miles to go. I might have a few flights of stairs to go up. I don't have no miles to go. Cause see, in my opinion, when you reach optimal weight, your focus now should actually be on mobility at that optimal weight. You want to have optimal mobility at the optimal weight. You feel me? 230 max. That's what I was saying. 230, 232 max. I already look, I look exactly. I already look solid. Like, I already look like a solid ass nigga. So, yeah, I agree. Now I know my legs. See, here's the hack of how my body is, right? To be honest, because I had that leg injury, one of my legs is still a bit smaller than my other leg, and because I'm so much majoral muscle, it's like 10 pounds of muscle smaller, low key. And that's just actually going to come back on. It's going to come back on pretty quick. When that 10 pounds of muscle smaller comes back on, I already be about 218. And then both of my legs could use an extra 10 pounds of muscle after that. That's going to put me where I'm supposed to be. I ain't even going to lie to you. I ain't even gonna cap, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna take it nothing but the truth, homie. Now, I'm not saying my upper body ain't gonna get bigger. It is, especially my arms, but also my chest. My back is gonna get a bit wider too, all of that. However, I'm never, ever gonna be out here with overgrown muscles. And you know what I mean? Like overgrown proportions, because that is not optimal. That's not optimal. People try to act like, oh, I can get away with it. Look what I can do. With you can't do nothing, brother. You can't do nothing with a nigga that's optimal. You thinking you can do something, but you can do something against all the other non-optimals. With a nigga like me, that's just gonna be in that optimal. You can't do nothing with optimal unless you optimal. It is what it is. The same height as me, and he built like you at 300. That's crazy. That's wild. Now that's wild. That's crazy. Damn. 300. Yeah, and you know what's crazy to me is, like, I done seen a nigga 6'6", 6'7", right? And he was 230. He was 230. And I'm like, from the looks of it, like, I was like, I thought he was lighter than that. But he wasn't, though. He was 230. He was 230. See, it's because, I'm big body. I've been training my chest, my push-ups and stuff like that like a mug. But being a hooper majority of my life, there are a whole bunch of, like, a lot of muscle groups that I didn't train because I had ignorant coaches. You know what I mean? I had ignorant coaches. We're just gonna say what it is. And they told me that those muscle groups would shorten my reach and things of that nature, which isn't true. Wrongly training it, it could fuck me up, wrongly training it. But if I would have just trained it right, it wouldn't short nothing. It wouldn't have done nothing but just made me stronger. But that's what we in the gym this year. This year, my dear, is gonna bring everything to where it's supposed to be. And that's my word. That's my word. Now, it's a beautiful time to be alive. You know what I mean? For anybody catching this live stream afterwards, just know, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, post notifications. This is a channel that you're going to see continuously growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Especially with your help, you know what I'm saying? It's going to continuously grow. I appreciate all the positive vibes, all the positive energy. We up to like 140 something subscribers. That's lit. When we get to like 250, that's typically when we start to have a bit more of a crowd in the live streams. At this rate, we're going to be there sooner than later. So thank you all for the support. Y'all going to keep seeing the shorts, the videos, the live streams, all of these things posting. Stay motivated, stay focused. Y'all be easy. I'm about to eat my food, you feel me? Then I'm about to take a walk, you feel me? Then I'm going to go to the gym. Y'all be easy. I love y'all. I'm out.